Although Sheldon's dislike of all things pregnancy related was evident in both young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory, one aspect of Sheldon that was frequently reflected in the later was brought about by Mandy's delivery in the earlier series. Both series featured Sheldon's social incompetence in the most different ways, and his tendency to say the wrong thing at the wrong time was frequently brought to light by his friends' or sisters' pregnancies. Nevertheless, Sheldon was always there to offer support, no matter how oddly, for someone who was so vehemently repulsed by anything pregnancy-related and who spoke about the illness in a way that was so realistic that it discouraged his friends from talking about it. Even though he wasn't as informed about Sheldon's ambivalence as he would have been in The Big Bang Theory, he nonetheless stepped up when Mandy needed assistance getting to the hospital during her pregnancy in Young Sheldon Season 6. In addition to offering comedic relief, Sheldon's peculiar response to the rubber gloves demonstrated his want to assist even if it was not his place because he was unable to take Mandy anywhere. Even though Sheldon was not a responsible adult, he was still able to locate someone who could have assisted him and Mandy, even if everything had happened on the date of his database launch. In Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 14, A Launch Party and a Whole Human Being, Sheldon's ability to assist Mandy in spite of his distracted thoughts and lack of contact to a responsible adult was reminiscent of another instance in which he provided support to a loved one in The Big Bang Theory. In fact, bed rest and the approaching due date made Bernadette's second pregnancy challenging. Only Sheldon went to her and Howard's house to be with them as they waited for the baby to arrive, even though all of her friends showed up to try to induce labor. Even at Sheldon's suggestion to use a lengthy and challenging board game was equally entertaining to him, he hardly would have had time for it if they hadn't been waiting for Howard and Bernadette's son. It nevertheless demonstrated his intention to provide assistance. Without Sheldon finding Brenda to go with him and Mandy to the hospital, he would not have been able to continue his unwavering support of Bernadette by simply spending time with her. Despite his dislike of being pregnant, Sheldon had already encountered a similar dilemma with Mandy when he was a young adolescent, so he knew just what to do with Bernadette. Although Sheldon made a special effort to help Bernadette in the neonatal nomenclature, Episode 16 of Season 11 of The Big Bang Theory, it wasn't the first time he supported his friends and family. Penny's unintended pregnancy took up a significant amount of space in The Big Bang Theory's series finale, particularly as Sheldon's quiet response to learning of it greatly infuriated Leonard. Nonetheless, Sheldon's reaction was completely consistent with his typical handling of pregnancy, since he never gave it any special significance. Even though he found certain situations upsetting, he was there to support his friends and family. Even though they were repeatedly sent home because Bernadette went to the hospital too soon, Sheldon was present at both of Bernadette's deliveries and shared in the happy occasion. Even though Hallie's and Amy's birthdays fell on the same day, he still did this, even though the episode didn't hold back from expressing how upset he was about it. Sheldon also returned home to Texas and assisted with his sister Missy's home birth, in addition to mirroring all the comparable incidents in The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's decision to take Mandy to the hospital in Young Sheldon also provided an explanation for why Sheldon consistently did so in spite of his lack of desire in getting pregnant.